Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Z-Man Show. Mike here. Just got done watching the mid-season finale of The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 8, called For Blood. And I think overall it was a decent mid-season finale, if you want to call it that. I guess this is going to be back till February 20th, I believe I saw, on the AMC channel. So, there's a couple major storylines we have going on, and one is with Daryl, and he's inside of Pope's compound with these crazy elite soldiers called the Reapers, and basically Maggie and just a few others, and I mean just a few. We have Negan, we have another part of Maggie's crew, one of the guys is with them, and then we have Gabriel. And, it was amazing. They were able to pull off a pretty good little maneuver to try and get inside of this little compound, which they had things in their favor, because Maggie, she knew the ins and outs. This was her place. And, Pope knew that she was coming. I mean, he keeps calling her. He goes, this woman. He wants them dead for sure. He even tests Daryl at one point in the evening. He says, when this is all over, I want you to find that woman, and I want you to kill her for me, and so forth. And, as crazy as Pope was, we knew he was pretty much a fanatic. And I think it finally came to that full surmounting tonight, and when we finally saw the maneuver where they take that, ultimate bottle rocket ballista, it's got sticks of little dynamite or something attached to a bunch of different arrows, and he's about to fire it down at the gate on his own crew, and then that's when Leah's just like, you're a murderer, you're willing to kill our own people, our family. And I guess some of us could have seen this little foreshadowing that she was probably going to make a move like this tonight, but I gotta be honest, I did not fully see it happening. I didn't exactly think that she would just run away with Daryl and they would live happily ever after. Hell no. I mean, it wasn't going to happen, right? We weren't really seeing the chemistry. There was even a moment, too, where Daryl, he was kind of trying to be real with her for a few minutes. And you just saw the look on her face. And I was just like, oh, my God, he's just trying to figure out, do I have to kill you, to save my friends here or what? At least that's how I felt that he was probably feeling right there, because there was a lot going on in this moment. There was a lot of intensity in this episode tonight, which I really, really did appreciate and gives this episode more points in my eyes. But Lea did it. She kills Pope, okay? Stabs him right in the neck. I was like, oh, snap. She did it, And you could tell she's been wanting to, but I think she just needed that extra push, that extra edge. And after she did it, I mean, she calls Daryl out and says, you'd be willing to do everything for your family. And so would I. And it's just like, oh, wow. So it's like that, which is good for a lot of us, because most of us want to see Lea dead anyways. We weren't really digging the whole Lea and Daryl relationship or what it was. It was just a small fling, probably. But, when you're that alone, imagine Daryl, he probably could have met up with anybody and had a similar experience. Maybe. I don't know. That could be argued, because Daryl, he does look for something special in certain people. But yeah, but Maggie, they do get in. Gabriel manages to find a sniper rifle that I guess Maggie had a nice little hidden stash put away. He was able to put down a little protection fire and on Negan and Maggie as the Reapers were retreating away. And you gotta love Negan's reaction. He's like, I cannot believe this shit. They're retreating. And and for good reason, because they pointed that ballista right down at them. And that's where the episode ended off. I mean, can you believe it? I mean, total cliffhanger. My wife was furious. She's like, you can't end it like that. You can't make us wait, 3 or 4 months just to have us sit on this piece. But yeah, but clearly they're not going to get killed. And that's why I hate seeing, the next time on Walking Dead or so forth, because we already see scenes with Maggie, we see him with Negan, we see him with Gabriel. I mean, all the key players are there, so they're not going to get killed. I mean, I'm sure it'll be one hell of a spectacle seeing them try to get out of that, and I'm sure they'll probably wrap it up pretty quickly. But there's no real danger threat. I feel like, okay, you might as well have just shown them getting out. I mean, what does it matter waiting? We know they're not going to die. Let me know what you think about that. Would you rather see endings like this where it's high intensity, high action, or just get over it and just finish out the episode? Finish come to a moment where we feel like there's closure. At least for the time being, until we can start back up. So, I mean, obviously, Lea and them are going to have retribution on Daryl and their crew. How they're going to find them in Alexandria is a whole nother story. I also did see scenes in the next one where it looked like, at least when they come back in February, it looked like there was some mounted Commonwealth coming in. It looked like near Alexandria. It could have been somewhere else, but, I mean, are they going to find our colony in time before they all starve to death? There's a lot of different pieces going on. So as I was looking at the other part of the storyline, and this was the one that I don't say angered me, but it was just kind of like, kids, right? The kids are always they're always getting into trouble, and you have to keep an eye on them at all times, no matter what, and especially in the apocalypse. So basically, we get a chance to see Rosita and a few of the others back at Alexandria holding down while a major storm is pushing through, which I had to kind of think for a second, and so my wife did too. She was like, wait a minute, it's storming in Alexandria real bad, but not where they are? I mean, could they really be that far away? I mean, I guess they could be upwards of maybe 20 or 30 miles away, maybe a little bit more, but and when you figure that storm would probably be showing something over that way, maybe not. I don't know. It was a little distracting, to be honest. But we have a chance to see them defending off one of the main houses, as we see part of the section of one of the walls come through, or sorry, fly by the house, and now zombies are all throughout the Alexandria, and as we were watching them defend this off, a couple things I noticed. One was Rosita going out there like, Xena warrior princess, which was amazing. And she was just defending off the front porch for a few moments while I guess they kind of got their stuff together and figured out what they were going to do. But when she came back in, tell me you didn't get that feeling. Like it was a great scene, I think, by that actress, because you could see the adrenaline just rushing through her, and as she just kind of realized what she just did, maybe almost dying. And she's just like, no more going near the windows, attracting the zombies over. But did you get that feeling like maybe she got bit or something? I don't know. I'm just calling it out. It looked a little sus, as they say. It looked a little weird. I was just like, oh man, I hope Rosita didn't get bit or whatever. So they managed to tell everybody to get upstairs, which they should have probably been doing anyways, to try and put off the next area, because that door's all rotted out. I mean, it's not going to hold. I love that scene where the Whisperer daughter, oh good lord, I can't remember her name, I'm just in the middle of it right now, but when she's like, I got this, I got it, to get him upstairs, I'm like, you're probably like 110 pounds soaking wet, maybe not even. I'm like, you're going to hold the door? But hey, I mean, good job of you to step up and do it when nobody else is willing to do it. So, but let's get right to the grit of it. How about Gracie? Gracie manages to go off. She's talking to Judith at one point during the end of the episode. She goes, I wish I could be more brave like you, or braver like you, excuse me, and not be scared. And Judith's like, no, I am scared, and that's what helps fuel me. And it was a great scene. But mind you, Gracie goes off downstairs where it's like flooding out from the waters and so forth, because she's looking for a weapon so she can fight like Judith and so forth. And so Judith luckily manages to find her, but the zombies have already broken into the door, so they have to retreat back into this garage area, which there's only one door with like a lat, or like a lock latch, and maybe another turnstile lock. And I mean, they're going to get through. It looks pretty clear and evident it's going to happen. And plus, the room is flooding. So where are they going to go? They're in deep stuff. They're in some deep stuff right now. And when all the chaos is going on and everything else, I mean, people have a hard time keeping track of their kids when it's normal life. I mean, I don't even want to know what it would be like in the apocalypse. But tensions are high there at Alexandria. We'll see how this comes back to play here, guys, in mid-February, mid to late February for that matter. I thought overall this episode, it was a decent, like I said, mid-season finale. I'm going to give it a 7.5. I felt like this whole season's been teetering right around a 7 to 7.5. I know, I think a few of you mentioned in comments in previous episodes, like, best season in quite a while. I think someone even said best season ever. I'm not sure I'm going to go that far. I'm having a good time with it, but there's been some other seasons that have really wowed me. And this one, it's been some good times. We're definitely seeing some interesting things, but we need to see how this is all. So now that, I mean, Lea, I don't feel like the Reapers are going to be this main entity, this main problem as we end, the whole season 11 and the Walking Dead series for that matter. So there has to be something else, which clearly the Commonwealth, they're a big piece of it, but what is going to be that tie-in that really just brings us in, and is Rick going to come back? Michonne, is she going to get a chance to see, her daughter and son before it's all over? There's a lot of big questions. I wish I could say I had more answers for it, but we're going to have to wait just like everybody else as we get into this. So I want to thank you all for stopping by and just kind of rehashing what happened tonight. Let me know what you thought about the episode. Did it anger you the way they ended it? Did you want more closure as it could be? Or are you just fine with it? And then what do you think about the season thus far? Is it doing what you wanted to do? I think it's going in a decent direction. I think they could take it a lot of different ways, but I feel it's a good start. So thanks for watching. Make sure to check out other content on the Z-Man Show. It's my channel here. And other than that, guys, make sure to check out World Beyond as well. You know, this, I'm just going to say, the second season coming in, the first episode was very decent, okay? It was a good start off, but I'm really curious to see where it's going to go. They look like they have some really cool themes that they're going to bring into. You know, also these, I think there's a chance to see Judith, if you remember her. She's the one that saved Rick when he got blown off of the bridge and so forth. So there's going to be a couple cool things that happen. Are we going to see Rick? I called it last episode. I said, no, I don't think so. But we'll see how it all goes down. So I will have that review out, if not late tonight, then by tomorrow for sure. So check it out if you're interested. Other than that, guys, take care. Have a great week. And I will see you all at the next review. See you guys.